Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful co-host,
Omar.
And right next to him, I have my wonderful executive producer and co-host,
Jordan.
So, guys, I've become like obsessed with these fucking YouTube videos from this one channel. It's called Soft White Underbelly. Have you guys heard of this shit?
It's the name is crazy.
Excuse me? No.
Right? It sounds like the name for like a food dish or some shit, right?
That's what I was about to ask. It's a food
please,
channel.
Can I please have some soft white underbelly?
Soft white underbelly. Keep it soft and white, please. You might have some underbelly. How would you like it, sir? Soft and white.
So, the video series on YouTube, it's about this guy who goes out. I think he lives in L.A. I'm pretty sure he lives in L.A. And he interviews all kinds of people like on the streets. So he interviews prostitutes. He brings them in. He pays them like $100 or whatever, and he interviews them.
I think I know the channel you're talking about.
It's usually like a black and white thumbnail of their face.
Yeah, I know you're talking
That's
about.
all of his videos, and he does all kinds of people. Like he's interviewed like grifters, like con men, prostitutes, strippers, like professors, professional gamblers. Like all kinds of like he's gangsters, like people who are legit in gangs and gangbang like right now, like face tatted. He's interviewed like all kinds of exotic shit that you wouldn't imagine that they'd ever want to do an interview. And one that has like I think the most views is with this this prostitute. And she goes in and she's talking to him. She has fucking like a face tat like on her face like a rose, and she has some other face tats on her. Like she just looks all fucked up.
That's
like
rough, man. Don't get a face tat.
Oh, face tats are so bad.
Yeah, it kind of takes you out of like the running for anything.
You can't do anything.
For
anything.
just about everything.
You can't even work at a YMCA.
You can't do anything.
You're gonna be on the streets for life with a face tat, man.
There's just no chance unless
God
you're a
bless
rapper.
you, though.
So he starts asking her about her story, and she says like, her mom was a drug addict, and her mom wasn't around, and then they basically eventually, I guess the state took her away from her mom because her mom was just she could never function. Her mom couldn't function. It was just too hooked on drugs. So this girl gets onto the streets. She's like in foster homes, in and out of foster homes. They never really there's not a way to keep a good track of kids in foster homes.
Yeah.
So she's kind of just going in between foster homes, spending time on the streets. She starts spending time with like gang members and shit. And then at 13, she becomes a prostitute.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's insane, right?
Good Lord.
That's basically, I mean, that's like that's pedophile shit. You know what I mean? Like the guys,
Absolutely,
they're all
definitely.
older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could say 16. That's still some pedophile shit.
Bro,
yeah,
anything
absolutely.
under, to be honest to me, like 19, that's all pedophile shit.
That's
Yeah,
rough,
that's insane, man.
Jesus Christ.
So she's going through this shit, and she's basically telling her life story on this video. And she's saying that she's been like beat up before. She's had pimps before, and they would just like she'd fuck all the dudes, and they'd take all her money, and then they wouldn't give her shit. They would just give her like they'd get her nails done, or they'd buy her like a meal or some shit, but they wouldn't give her money.
Yeah.
So like imagine being on the street all day, fucking and sucking all these people, and you're not getting anything for it.
Yep.
That must be a wild life because, like, you would think, like, all right, why don't you go off on your own? Suck and fuck on your own, you know? Be your own boss. But then you got territories. They come
Yeah.
around, hey, what are you doing sucking and fucking in my area?
Yeah.
you
gotta be
selling
under
pussy
me
in
if
my
you're
area?
I think the concern is like the dudes too. The dudes that pull up there, like they're doing some wild shit to the girls. She told us one story, right?
Oh, that's true. They
Yeah.
need they need some security.
Yeah, she was
That's
saying
true.
that majority of the guys who go down there, they're married or in relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So like, she said this one story. She was she got in a guy's truck. In the back seat, she sees like a car seat, like a baby car seat. She's like, okay, I guess this guy's like a parent or whatever. And he pulls out a gun.
Oh.
And he like locks the doors. And then she's trying to like open the doors, but I guess he has child lock on, right? And she starts banging on the window, and he's like, "If you don't stop banging on the window, I'm gonna fucking kill you." So then he like does what he does. He like rapes her and all that shit.
Oh,
and then he fucking
Why would you rape a fucking prostitute?
Oh.
yeah,
Like,
rapes
that's
yeah,
which is
she's-
awful regardless, but
She said he like took off the condom, like raped her,
Jesus.
beat her up, and then took all her money that she'd been like getting that day,
Oh, my God.
and then just like dropped her off somewhere.
Damn.
And that's like a reason she said that she needed like a pimp at that time.
So
Yeah.
what does a pimp do? Like,
The pimp will go find that dude and like kill him and take the money back.
No, not
but
even
how does-
find him.
how do
He'll
they
be-
ever find him?
He'll be like waiting outside the car.
Yeah,
Like,
the
yo,
you think
or
that's how
like
it
around
go?
the corner.
but that's so suspicious. So like, what if
you're fucking a prostitute. Everything's suspicious.
Yeah.
everything about this whole area that you're
Yeah,
in,
the
wherever
whole
you're
thing
parked,
is-
it's got to be a suspicious.
It's gonna be
area.
a seedy area. It's not gonna be a nice. You know.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because I would think like, I mean, everyone. There's no names being exchanged here.
No.
You know what I mean? I can
No.
tell you.
Oh, her
my
name is
Fred,
Candy.
and then I'm out of here.
It's all business. Apparently, her name is Azraya. She told
That's
her
a
name
cute
at the
name.
end of the thing. She honestly was a pretty girl. That's why I was sad. And she wasn't like stupid. She was uneducated. The furthest she got to school was like 7th grade.
Yeah.
But like you could tell like she has a decent head on her shoulders. Like she has like emotional intelligence and like she didn't seem like a horrible person. She just seemed like it was just unfortunate circumstances and shitty parents.
That's
right?
the saddest shit. Is like if she had like a normal household, she could have just been a normal person.
Exactly.
Isn't that wild to think
That's
about?
crazy.
Yeah.
That's the saddest part. And then another story she told, man, you guys really got to watch this. She said that this guy picked her up and like they parked somewhere. And then instead of like fucking her, he just talked to her for like an hour. And at the end of the hour, she was like, okay, where's my money? And he was like, what do you mean we didn't fuck? She's like, you picked me up for an hour. Like you're supposed to like, you got to pay me.
Yeah.
It's been an hour.
She's right.
And she's right.
She's definitely right.
Yeah. He didn't want to fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she gets pissed. And then she's like, let me leave. And then he locks the doors too.
Oh my God.
And then he starts driving super fast, right? And then I guess at some point she unlocks the door and like she gets out of the car and the car's going like 60 to 70 miles per hour.
Oh my god.
She gets out and like
Tom Cruise is out?
dude, yes, like a cannonball type shit. And she said she fucking like just hit the road really fucking hard. I think she like
Whoa.
fractured her skull. She had to get like a skin graft on her ass and her legs and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she said she had like a bunch of like internal bleeding and broken bones.
Who pays
and
for
shit.
this? The pimp?
Huh?
The pimp pays for this? Who pays for this?
I would assume the pimp would have to pay for
Is
that.
there insurance?
Is there insurance policy?
Oh
Is
my
there hoe
God.
insur-
No,
hoe
because
insurance?
imagine like, dude, once a year something crazy has to happen to a prostitute. At least once a year.
More than one.
At,
way-
le-
the
yeah,
way
at
she
least
said it-
once every like 3 months. Like someone's got to get like pull a knife out and like
How old was the
almost
girl?
stabbed or something.
Oh, she was young, dude. She was like, she was like between 19 to 23.
Bro, so
No, I think she was 23. She
that's
was
at the
young,
most.
though.
That's 10 years of hoeing.
Yep, man.
Wow.
And she's jumped out of a car. A bunch of other sad
Been
shit.
beaten up by dudes,
Bro,
fucking
that's
raped,
crazy.
and all this kinds of shit.
It just does not seem like a sweet deal.
I know, like the guy
Like,
was
It's
asking
not, but
must be
you're
another
forced
way.
into it.
I would sell drugs. I'd sell crack before
Nah,
I tried
bro.
to
And
be
the
a
guy-
prostitute or something.
the guy interviewing them at the end and stuff like that. He tries to ask them like, "Do you want to get out of this life?" And she says, "Yeah, I would like to get out of this life." And he asks her like, "What do you think is holding you back?" And she said she does like drugs. So she does like meth and shit like that. So
Because you need money like all the time.
Exactly.
That's
To
expensive.
feed-
Those are expensive drugs.
Not even that you need money. It's like, yo, you can just go make it. Just go out on the street and give me my money.
That's
Yeah.
true. Plus, I'm working straight for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
I don't even need any money. Just fuck it. Give me more
just
drugs. and-
feeding the geese.
money,
Just feeding
yeah.
the geese. So then at the end of it, you know, he says thank you or whatever. And then there's like a follow-up one. And she kind of just talks about her life now and that things have gotten a little bit better because of the video. So what the guy did is he set up like almost like a GoFundMe shit to where anybody watching the YouTube video can donate if they want to. And they were donating a lot of money for her. And he wasn't taking anything. He was a good dude. And he was like giving her the money. Like he put her up in an apartment and he was paying her like the money. And all of a sudden he started getting a bunch of requests for like, she was like, oh, I need like $2,000. I need like $1,000. Like every day, not just sometimes. Like she's like, I need $1,000. I need this. I need that. And then one day he's like driving to the gym and he sees the apartment that he bought her. Like he drives by it and he sees the lights on. And she had told him she was out of town. So then he calls her. He's like, what the fuck? Like I thought you were out of town. And she says, oh yeah, I am. So he goes to the apartment and he asks for the key because he owns the apartment. He's just
Yeah.
letting her fucking stay there.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes in and there's like a bunch of dudes shit there. And he's like,
Oh.
okay. So she's with some dude and he finds out that she fucking like has a pimp now. So she's not.
Damn.
So she went back to the life, even though he was giving her this money to get out of it.
Yeah.
She was taking the money and giving it straight to the pimp.
So now he lives there and she lives with him basically.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and he has all her money.
But that's kind of like
How does this happen? How does this
fairly
happen?
easy. Very easy.
How does this happen?
This is very easy to make happen. But it's kind of like you buy her an apartment. It's like, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, for one, now you got to fear for safety because I'm
Yeah.
assuming the guy, like the pimp earlier, is going to be looking for her. But like, if you put her away somewhere far, dude, you can't fucking find her. Just
I'm
give
not
her a
gonna
little
lie.
makeover and shit. There's no way. There's a lot of people.
Every
in-
time we've like mentioned the word pimp, I just imagine a guy in like a fuzzy hat.
using the word pimp unironically is
It's just very
strange.
funny.
So in that final interview, he brought the pimp on too. The
Yeah.
pimp who was stealing from him,
Yeah.
stealing from the girl.
my goodness
he
gracious.
brought the pimp on to interview the pimp, and he was asking the pimp about it, and he was just like, "So you've been just like taking my money?" And the pimp was just like, "Yeah." Like it was just straight up. With
Yeah.
him. And then he was just like, it is what it is. Like you were giving it to her, and she was giving it to me. If that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do. And then the guy directing the video was like, I mean, I can't blame you. Like that's what
your arrangement.
Yeah, that's what you're right. That's what you do. If anything, it's her fault for giving him the money.
Sheesh, man.
It's kind of like it's like when people are like, okay, we're going to get you out of a gang, but we're going to move you down the street into another neighborhood. It's like, bro, you're not changing my situation.
They'll find you, yeah.
Yeah, they'll find me, and then I still owe them shit. Like, I still
Yeah.
might owe that pimp money, even though he might have coerced
you
it.
gotta
but-
move me to Kansas or some shit.
It's
man.
got to be
Oh,
some
yeah.
really like manipulative shit. They probably just make these women feel like they're nothing, like they're
Yeah.
inferior. Like, why would
Absolutely.
you even have this money? Like, what are you gonna do with this? You don't know what to do with this. Like, give me this
Absolutely.
money and I'll take care of you.
Yep.
But in reality, yeah, just fucking pimping them out, literally.
Yep, and
That is
it comes from
insane.
like a gang influence too, because she hangs around like a lot of Bloods, and I guess that dude is like a Blood or some shit, and he's been like in and out of prison, so like he has connections with people that know her and shit. So
She was easy to find.
she was easy to find.
I'll never understand gangs, bro. Like in 2022, I get it. You come from bad positions, but like
That makes sense.
we've all got iPhones, bro. even as poor as you are, bro, we've all got a fucking smartphone of some sort. You know what I mean? Like it just you're just connected in a different way. Like why would anybody ever
So-
choose that route? Like
makes
at this,
sense.
you know what I mean? Like listen, maybe in the most like the worst ghettos where like shit is just bad.
Yeah.
But not like here, bro. Not like there's no area in Houston. Maybe a very small little area in Houston.
There's a couple
where,
areas.
where I would see how that happens. But like no, fucking 95% of this shit. How does this happen?
I think it's difficult to say, man, because some people have very different circumstances growing up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like some people,
Absolutely.
First of all, they don't have both. Sometimes people are missing one parent. Sometimes they're missing both parents. Sometimes they're just fucking growing up on the streets.
Yeah, just
like,
foster care or something.
you know
I
what I
get
mean?
it. Listen, I get all of it. You know, I get the poverty. I get all the bad things that could happen in your life. But I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you just like be a criminal, but like aside from a gang? Like, why? What is it about gangs that is so?
It's the unity and
I
the
guess
security
so,
that
and
it
I guess they're
provides.
so like deep ran that like in certain areas, if you live there, you just kind of got to make a choice.
Yeah.
like one or the other, and that's kind of it. Like,
And
you
then,
don't really have a choice here.
Like from hearing the interviews that this guy did with gangs, like legit gangsters, these people they start to associate it with their identity to the point where they're getting like face tattoos with gang shit. Like they love it so much that it's part of who they are. They can't leave it behind. Even if they try and leave the gang, they just can't leave it behind because it's tied to who they are as a
because
person.
the gang has provided them more than the
Anything
government
else.
will.
Yeah, more than the
Yeah.
government, more than
So-
any other organization. It's the only thing that's like provided them a home. You know, and all their friends are still in it and shit like that.
Yeah.
it's just nuts, man. I get it. Like,
It just depends.
know,
it
I know
it
the
changes your
factors and
outlook
everything.
on shit. It's like from your perspective, like if you're in the gang, it's kind of like I need something right now. I can get it right now through this. If I do certain things, I can get what I like. If I need money, if I need hoes, if I need anything,
Yeah.
I can get it through the game.
and those aren't
So-
even totally your bros, bro. So,
So
they're
how-
just like it's all just a bunch of
So
criminals.
how does it work? Are they organized? So something like the
It's
blood,
definitely organization.
the Bloods, right? Is it organized like the mafia? Like do they have like all right? There's like the underling, like the soldiers. They go around, they like shoot people, they
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
steal
for sure,
cars.
for
They
sure.
don't really make that much money. They kick the money up.
Yeah.
Or do they keep the money home? Like what do they do? Do they kick it up to like someone above
It's
them?
almost like pimping, bro. But
It's literally almost like pimping.
it's all territories, and you just pay your dues in certain territories.
And
Like
then
you have your
that.
foot soldiers, you have your lieutenants.
and then there's some
Yeah.
dude who's like an OG who just doesn't really do shit. But
Yeah.
he
You
gets
You see
paid.
The Wire, you know what it's. You know.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he makes
You
all
got
the
your stringers,
decisions.
You got your.
That is true.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and you know what's fucked up is the youngest people, and like the most vulnerable people are the people at the bottom.
Yeah.
Those are the people that they got doing the dirty work, bro. Doing the muling, trying to like move drugs and shit,
Yeah.
fucking killing people.
It's just a frat with
robbing people.
guns.
It's crazy, bro.
That's all gangs are, just frats with guns.
Frat with guns.
It's just a frat.
They
with
do the same
guns.
dances. They dress all the same. Some of them just like Forex.
Some
Some
of
of them
them just trade currency, man.
Some of them just straight currency.
Yeah, no, it's nuts though, dude. I just don't understand like how something like that could happen these days. I mean, I get all the factors, I get it all. I'm just it's funny how that's like something that hasn't like died out more.
You would think so, man.
But
You would
it's a
fucking-
very it'll probably live forever.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I think it's dying, but like probably very, very slowly.
The thing about poverty is when you're impoverished like that. This is me speaking from a hypothetical. I know I ain't a part of that life, but I'm just saying, like when you come from poverty, like you develop such like a us versus them mentality that like gangs like feed into that.
Yeah, they know how to harvest that, and they know
Yeah.
how to like recruit people off of that.
And there are benefits of being in the gang.
think
I ain't no
about-
gang
No, no, no,
advocate,
for
but there
sure.
are
Think
Think
benefits
about
of
it,
being
like,
in
if
the
you
gang.
live in like a
You got
bad neighborhood,
protection.
you live in a bad neighborhood, you're getting
Yeah.
beat up by people and shit, and like you're getting robbed. You're like, what the fuck do I do? But
Yeah.
there's these group of guys, and some of them are your friends, and they have this organized shit where they don't let anybody fuck with them, and they make money, and you're like, okay, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't fuck with school. My buddies are doing this shit. They're making money. They're having fun. They don't have to go to school. They don't have to do shit. They just fucking rob and steal and shit, like shit that I already probably kind of do. Why don't I just fucking join them and we have a fucking unit and we protect each other and we fucking help each other and we, steal.
We do nice things for each other.
You do nice
Yeah.
thing. It's just because it's not like all it's cracked up to be. Like they're still robbing
not
each other.
glamorous,
They're still
yeah.
killing each other. They're still
Yeah.
taking
Oh,
advantage
yeah.
of each other. So no one, like the people at the bottom are not winning. Like only the people at the top are winning. You know what I mean?
But it's winning in
and
like
they're only winning for so long.
yeah, you're winning in like a bubble.
Yeah.
Like
So
you're
it's
yeah.
Think
it's
about-
just odd how people don't see through it. Like in the meantime, it's all fun and games. But like, bro, after I hit high school, bro, I'll go serve the fucking army, bro, before I get in a gang or some shit, bro.
I see.
I'll go do that
I'd
shit and
rather,
get.
I'd
Listen,
rather go to the Army or the Marines.
I
than
don't give a
gang-
shit about the
gang.
U.S., but like
I see what you mean though. You get
know
more.
what I mean?
Yeah, you get like
you get benefits.
no
you get
dollars
money.
down on a house.
You get
Man,
no.
fuck that. I'll do that.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make
man,
any
fuck
sense.
that.
I don't understand how anyone could leave high school and be like, yeah, I'll stay here. I'll stay here. I think this sounds pretty good. I'll go work at fucking Kroger, bro. I'll go work at anywhere.
But some people don't want to do that if they can just work in the gang and be like, yo, I can
Exactly.
get whatever I need right now.
The way some people see it is like all that other shit, like getting education or getting a job, like that shit's. The way they see it is a waste of time.
Yeah.
That's the way they see it. Like,
Absolutely insane.
yeah, to them, like getting a job.
It fucking works sometimes.
yeah,
though.
like
Yeah.
being a functioning member of society in that aspect, they're just like, fuck that shit. Like, why would I want to do that? I want to do what I want to do. That's the way they see it.
And some people don't see themselves living past 30.
Yeah,
So
no.
they're like, bro, if I can peak at 26 and just die at 30, they'd be like, all right, cool.
They just live for the moment. It's
Yeah.
like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing.
It's insane though.
Like they don't.
That's
There's
fucking
no
insane,
planning. They have no perception of the future.
Man,
All
if
4
I
month
had till
leases.
30 to live, I would have done some crazy shit too.
I'll be acting crazy right now.
if I knew when I was gonna
Everybody
die.
told you, all right, as soon as you hit 30, you're gone.
Yeah, as soon as you hit 30, there's gonna be an alien that comes down. and kills
20
you. There's nothing you can do about this.
29 is going to be a wild year,
Yeah,
bro. I swear.
I'm breaking into everywhere. I'm doing all
crazy.
kinds of things. I'm running around butt naked. I'm doing all kinds of wild shit.
But I feel like,
No,
like
but it's
when I was younger, I always saw 30 as like, damn, those people are kind of older. But now the way I see it is like, 30 is pretty young.
yeah.
Like 30 is still like you're
Yeah.
like in your prime.
Yeah.
Physically, you're still doing good.
You're heading down a little bit. The older as you start reaching like mid 30s and later 30s.
Yeah.
You're heading down a little bit, but you're still in your prime.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Sometimes I'm conflicted, but I think about like how must it feel to be like 55?
See, like at
I don't
40.
know.
I think at 40 is when I would start really worrying. Then I'd really be like, oh shit, okay, I'm
Like
getting
this
older.
this shit's I'm midway through.
Yeah, 30, I'd be
I'm
like, oh
lucky
my
I'm
gosh,
midway
I'm
through.
getting a little older. 35, I'd be like, okay.
When I'm 40,
closer
I just
than
want
I
to
am
be
30.
I just want to be content. Like just fine. That's all I want. I just want to be fine with life and myself.
Yeah, man.
That'd be tight.
I want to be able to sit with myself and like be able to just live and
Yeah.
not feel like the need for this, the need for that,
No kids.
the need for money or you don't want any kids.
Not then. I
What'd
want
you
that motherfucker when I'm like 55 or something. No, I'm just kidding. I want to have a cane when they have children.
Have your first kid at 70.
Oh my God.
Damn,
If my nuts still swim by then, bro, I'm a god.
that kid's gonna be president. If he
That
comes
kid's
out
gonna be
like-
stupid. My dusty ass sperm made that kid. What the fuck?
comes out all frail and beat up.
Like Benjamin Button, right?
That's little Gio Jr.
Little Gio Jr.
He's gonna come out looking like Herbert from Family Guy.
Oh my God, 70 in the room, in the delivery room,
And then by the time
holding
you're,
some poor woman's hand.
dude,
She's like, I don't know how I ended up here.
by the time your kid is fucking 18, you're what? You're 88?
Bro, I'm 88, bro.
God.
Oh my God.
There's my dad.
Crazy.
He's fucking 88 years old.
My
It's
old
my
ass
dad.
in a wheelchair going to graduation.
What? It's like you bring people over to meet your dad. He's 88 years old.
Hey, but who knows? By that time, 80 might be the new 70.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hopefully.
Dad just got a brand new pair of knees.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Can't hear anything.
Kevin.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you'd be a bad. Your kid would end up just doing everything wrong.
Oh, treating me
Because
like
they get
a
away
piece
with
of
everything.
Bro,
'cause you're
treating me
88.
like a piece of shit, bro. Be sneaking out every night.
Stealing your fucking debit card.
Yeah, at
They're
88,
probably
that's
beating
it.
me.
Beating you,
your
hitting
old
you
ass
with- hitting
dad.
you with a belt.
Jesus
Beat
Christ.
me with the bell.
Give me your credit card, Dad.
You got to be an evil person to beat an old person.
Bro, I saw a video of some kids like beating up their grandma. It was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
One of the
That's
kids gave her
horrible.
like a spear kick in
What?
the gut, bro.
Wait,
It just like
it
flew
was a group
back.
of toddlers?
It was like a group of like 7-year-olds or 6-year-olds.
Oh my!
But it was
God.
one that was really mad, and he was kicking her and throwing hands with her. It was hilarious.
Bro, if I'm that
Damn.
kid's parent and he does that to my parent, I am beating the shit out of that kid.
Yeah,
That's a
can't-
conundrum
I would
right there. I ain't
never
gonna
allow
lie.
that.
Bro, so 3 7-year-olds could take a grandma. I
Bro,
bet
3
one
7-year-olds could
7-year-old
beat the
could take a
fuck out of a
Dude,
grandma.
One 7-year-old
Yeah.
could probably fuck up a grandma.
Yeah, low key. A 5-year-old
honesty.
could probably take down a grandma with enough
Think about
time.
when you're like in that upper range of age, even like a fall
Yeah.
can be debilitating, dude. You
Yeah.
break your hip,
Yeah.
like you're like the chances of you surviving after you break your hip, like living for another few years, is very, very low.
That's gotta be
It's-
rough.
Man, one time
Brutal.
I saw an old lady fall. I was helping like take bags of soil out of her car, and she like fell on one of them. And dude, that was one of the hardest times I could not laugh in my life, bro.
Old people falling. And
She
old people
she fell, and you know when old people fall, they fall like crazy.
It's like
dramatic.
it's like a
Oh,
slow,
oh,
it's,
and
yeah,
then-
it's like a
oh.
slow dramatic fall.
Yeah.
I felt so bad, but I was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?"
Are you all right? Just turning away. Whole covering your mouth and shit.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, old people are funny, bro.
Shout out to old people, man. I mean, America has a large old population.
Yeah.
We do. We don't give a shit about them.
We don't give a fuck about them. They all go to Florida and fuck off.
Yeah, they all go to Florida.
We
They
have,
hang
like,
out
the-
at the beach or they go to a fucking retirement home or something.
We have the worst healthcare for them. I recently just got back from Vegas, and dude, when you're there, you'll see old people at the tables, just like probably cash out their 401k, just fucking throwing down money. Like it's
Not
always
walking home with anything.
dude, it's always at craps and roulette. Like you'll see them, they're old to the point where they have white hair. That's how you know they're old.
Yeah.
And they're just at the craps table or roulette table with just like a stack of chips, like that's fucking like a foot or two high, and they're just throwing shit down, just boom, boom. Probably like honestly, that's probably like $10,000 worth of chips, and they're just throwing shit, hoping they win on roulette.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Because think
bro.
about it, at that age, you're fucking. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah. Also, like you have no more income coming in. I mean, you've got like you've got your like retirement checks coming in.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like you're not gonna be living like super lavishly unless like you were doing it right during your life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So they're like, why
you're
not?
like hoping for this fucking. I'm hoping for this win here.
Yeah, let me just win $100,000 at 80 years old. Fuck that shit.
Imagine at 80, like you walk out of like the casino rich. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
Because
you're not-
What can you really do?
You're
You're
gonna
not
get stolen
you're not
from
dropping
you.
it down to your kids. You're spending it all yourself.
Yeah. You're gonna make bad decisions and you're gonna get it stolen from you within.
You know what
like,
I'm doing?
3 years.
Buying hookers.
But what if you have a wife?
Buying hookers.
I'm about to die.
I'm about to die. I'm about to turn up.
Let
got
me get
no
a
wife.
hooker. I'm about to die. Come
If I'm
on.
10
Oh
man.
my
years away
God.
from death, I don't have a wife anymore.
There was this guy. I forgot what sport he was in. I don't know if he was like I think he was like a rugby player or something like that.
Rugby.
He died of a heart attack, right? 53 years old.
Oh man, that's sad.
But then the video leaks right after of him like the night before he died. He's in a hotel room with coke and 3 hookers. And they're butt ass
alright.
naked in the bed going crazy.
Wait, so what did he technically die from?
A heart attack.
So, yeah, he was off that coke.
Wait, he was a rugby player.
No, it wasn't a rugby. It might have been like surfing or something. It was something weird.
It's that man. That one's scary because like someone like that, I bet you he was probably like healthy in terms of like his physical. Like he was active and shit.
I don't know if the way he went
maybe-
out shows how he lived his life.
But maybe he's just doing too much drugs. Like, just
Yeah.
fucked with
Yeah,
his heart.
low-key,
Or
yeah.
something.
Maybe his heart was like weaker than it looked.
Or maybe he got the young hooker that night.
Or
And he's
maybe
like,
he
damn,
just
I ain't
went
never
that
seen this
crazy.
one.
If you got that much coke, you know,
Yeah.
and you're just not stopping, I don't know. Maybe you accidentally
Because
kill yourself off.
coke can't really kill you like that unless it's spiked
you
with
do a
some
lot.
shit. You have
I
to
would
do
imagine
like
you'd have
a
to do
mountain.
ridiculous.
And you
Legitimately a mountain.
busting nuts every 45 minutes.
Your
You're just
body is just fucking.
fatigued as
exhausted.
shit.
Body is just dehydrated.
You get 3 hookers and a mountain of coke.
I'm running on Gatorades and coke. That's it.
All I've been drinking is pussy juice for the last hour. all.
There's no way a guy like that drinks bottled water.
No way.
The only water he's getting is from the ice in his drinks.
That's crazy.
100%. I bet you his piss was like dark brown.
Oh my god.
I just don't know how people live like I like partying and shit, but I it's not sustainable to do it every
No, you feel
every
like
day or
shit,
like
dude.
Yeah.
that many days in a row. Like it's insane.
You feel unhappy and you feel like shit.
Yeah.
You know,
my
eventually, like
God.
you're just your mental is gonna take an effect, and then like your body in general is just gonna take an
It
effect.
just takes a toll, man.
Yeah, my hangovers now are getting bad, but at 50, I can't even imagine what they'd be like. It doesn't sound like it'll be fun.
It doesn't sound like it'd be fun. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah,
If I would just be doing other shit. I don't know how. I guess I don't know.
Play with your grandkids, dude.
Like coke would not be my drug of choice. If I had like a lot of money and a lot of one drug, it wouldn't be coke. You know what I mean?
Not my. It
It's
wouldn't
like
be my
drinking
main
coffee
drug.
always. Who wants that?
It's more fun though.
Is it though?
Yeah, you ever been in a club in the
It's fun,
bathroom
but,
with a
like-
man you never met before? His name is Enrique.
Have some of this.
Yeah.
Take a little bump, amigo. No, amigo, take a little bump.
Okay, Enrique. Okay. No, but it's. I mean, I would imagine for like past like
Flashing lights.
hour 5, You still want to
Oh,
keep
no.
doing more lines, bro?
No,
Nah,
it
not
has
hour
to
5.
end, bro.
So
Like,
I would imagine. I mean, unless he's just going buck crazy wild.
but some people like whenever they do like coke, drugs like coke, they do it and they don't sleep, bro. Like they just do it and they stay up and they start the day and they do other shit and then they
Yeah.
party and they do coke again and then
That's
they
how
just
you die.
they keep going
Till
and
you
going and going and
die.
going.
That's
Yeah,
how you
man.
fucking die, bro. That's how you start like hallucinating and shit.
Exactly, bro. People,
What are you, the machinist?
I listened to
sleep.
the machinist. I
some
listened
sleep.
to a podcast. Joey Diaz, this comedian, and he was talking about because he used to be really big into coke.
I'm gonna say if a Coke Mountain was a person, it'd be Joey Diaz.
Yeah, he was saying that like there'd be at one point he would stay up for like 4 or 5 days in a row,
It's fucking
just
nuts.
doing coke and like fucking bitches and like
Yeah, at that
just
point,
all
it
stealing and all this kinds of crazy.
it doesn't
shit.
sound enjoyable at that
I'd be
point.
smoking that shit, man. I'd be smoking that shit. I'd be like doing shrooms, but like smaller doses. I'd be having a great time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do like coke or like lean or something like that.
Oh,
like,
lean,
you know,
I
like
could
a lot of
never-
celebrities like doing like lean. You know,
Lean is never fun.
I
All right,
feel like I
if
just
you're a
couldn't do
rock
it.
star, do you think do you feel like you'd get into harder drugs?
I might.
Dude, if you give me money right now, I do harder drugs.
If you gave me $3 million, yeah, sure.
I would do Coke tomorrow.
I'll dedicate 6 months to some drugs.
What?
A 6-month drug vacation.
Yeah, just
That sounds amazing.
go on a bender and all right, I got it out of my system.
Oh my god, bro! I would go on a bender in like Hawaii.
I would. I mean,
Just look at the water every day, high as fuck.
bro, I'd rent out like one of those trampoline places where it's like inflatable stuff and trampolines and everything, and I would just for like 3 days, and I would just take like acid or something,
And just
just
get fucked
nonstop
up
and
all the
smoking
time.
in there and shit.
You know, that kind of reminds me of something. So
Inside the fucking iBounce place or whatever it's called, just having a fantastic time.
not to get on a sadder note, but that reminds me of something. So like I've been listening to this band like Alice in Chains a lot, and their original singer. So he kind of did what you just said, but he did that with like heroin. He became so addicted that he bought like an apartment, and he like the band broke up and shit. And he basically he became like a shut-in, and he only lived in this apartment. He would only go out to like get drugs or like, and all he would do all day is play video games and just do heroin all day.
See, that's not fun.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it alone like that. I would do it with people.
If you're gonna do heroin, jump around a little. You know what I mean?
I don't think they can jump.
Set up a
around.
basketball
Yeah, they just
court.
fucking
I think
sit
they
there.
just fucking.
That's true, huh? And heroin, yeah,
Yeah.
you're just kind of
Yeah.
like you're kind of.
Heroin's not a fun drug.
Yeah, man. Apparently, like it
Basketball
was,
Diary says it is, but I don't know.
apparently with this dude, with this
I
singer,
don't know.
it was so bad that like he would had to wear gloves all the time because if he took off his gloves, he had track marks all over his fingers.
Oh,
my
wait, see,
And
that's not
yeah,
fun.
you only have track marks on your fingers whenever you use up. So if you used up every single vein on your arm and you can no longer like you just can't tap the vein anymore, you have
What-
to go to your fingers. So
why
that means
is
that
that?
guy was probably doing a lot.
Because
of
it's just
heroin.
fucking, I don't know.
You
I
already
ain't
Not
gonna
enough
act like I
blood
know.
coming down. or-
You've punctured it too much. I think it just if you do it anymore, you can hurt yourself.
Whoa.
And also they get like apparently like when they found when he died,
I didn't know that.
they didn't find him until 2 weeks later.
Where the fuck was he? Or
He was
just
in his
didn't know.
apartment.
Where the
Oh, just
fuck
he hadn't
was
talked
he?
to anybody in so long. Nobody
Yeah.
was looking for him.
Yeah, and then I guess
Oh, that's
the
rough.
cops kicked down his shit. He was 86 pounds.
Oh my
He's
god!
like a tall. He's like 6'1" too. Tall dude.
Oh my gosh.
By the time he died, he was 86 pounds. He had no teeth.
Yeah,
So he
that's
just went
fucked.
hard into the heroin. Like some people,
Bro.
they just
Turned
like,
into a mummy, dude.
yeah, man. They just fucking like get into it. It's crazy that to think about like, and I'll watch videos like music videos of them performing when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good, dude. Like he looks not like buff, but he's like fit, and his face is like very full. And then like towards the like later end of their band, because their band only lasted like 4 or 5 years because the guy became so hooked on heroin that they couldn't do anything.
Oh, I'd be so pissed if one of my bandmates did that. Fucked up our whole thing, dude.
Yeah, and he would show up to like practice fucking super fucking high, just like stuttering all his words and not
It's
slurring.
not
his
even
shit.
that good of a drug, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's
Don't-
crazy.
It's really not.
Bam Margera it up. You know, like
What
that's
happened to Bam?
I think so they all got clean at this point. Like, you know, the Jackass crew,
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O.
And they said, let's make another movie.
Yeah. They said, well, we're healthy. We're doing pretty well. What do you guys think? Another? Another one?
Fucking
And
crazy.
Johnny Knoxville apparently got hit so hard with a bull this time, like during one of the stunts that like he said, this is the last one for sure. Like they're never going to do another one again. Because like he had, I forgot what it was, but like he had like a hemorrhage in his brain or something like that. Like some bad shit going on. And the guy is not young. So
He's
took
in
a
his
hit.
he's in his 50s. I'm pretty sure, bro.
Yeah. But so they all got clean. They all look like amazing. They all honestly look like better than they did when they were younger.
Yeah, they got good skin now.
It's fucking crazy, bro. Steve-O like looks really good. Johnny Knoxville looks really good. Even like the other ones, like Aaron, like the less popular ones, they all look really good. Bam apparently couldn't get off them drugs, and so they didn't
Aw.
invite him back.
Oh man,
Yeah,
they-
that makes
yeah.
sense. But fuck, that's
So,
rough.
Because I was
Imagine
wondering,
that,
I was
man.
wondering where he was.
And it's sad because like he was speaking out against them, like they were like against him, like enemies, and like like, you know, I can't believe them. These were my brothers, blah, blah, blah. But, dude, you can see it in the video. The guy, for one, is
he's
like
out of it, right?
noticeably bigger. Like, he's a lot chunkier. And he just looks out of it, bro. Like, you can see in his eyes. Like, they
he's
look
probably,
low.
he's probably not doing heroin. He's probably doing like pills and fucking drinking
Yeah,
and shit.
he's
He
probably
be doing
doing a little
anything.
bit of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but I would imagine, yeah, pills are probably the popular thing right now. He doesn't look like he's like strung out. Like, he's not skinny or anything. He just looks like
Like
he's
he's
been eating a lot
overloaded.
and doing drugs and drinking a lot and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man, that's sad to hear. That like, imagine like that, like one of your good friends that you've made like this project with for years, and they just become addicted to some shit, and you just can't pull them out of it.
Rough.
It has to be like, there's only so much that people around you can do. At a certain point, it has to be within you
Yeah.
to like have the resilience within yourself to be like, okay, I need to not do this because I'm gonna die if I keep doing this.
Yeah.
Especially like as a celebrity and as an adult. I mean, for one, I'm an adult. I can already make my own decisions. I have a lot of money too, so it's like you can't really tell me shit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell me, you could definitely tell me something, but like at the end of the day, I can still make my own decisions. Like, I don't rely on anybody. So like, if I want to like run myself into the ground, I mean, technically I
I'll
could.
fucking-
and
I'll
that's just kind
fucking
of what
do it.
happens.
I'm
Yeah.
a fucking million.
And it's sad also because like it was after Ryan Dunn died, who was his best friend.
Oh,
That was
man.
like his best friend out of everyone on that show. Like they came onto that show I think together.
Yeah.
That's
And,
brutal, man.
Yeah, he would be like on all. You remember Viva La Bam?
That was a great show.
Man,
a great
okay, so
show.
I
Fucking-
get like partying and shit, but like, how do people get addicted to shit? I mean, I guess people have addictive personalities or whatever, but
Yeah.
just stop.
Yeah.
Put it down.
And
Don't
especially
do
at
it.
that-
Put
bro,
the drug down.
Imagine you're rich as fuck. You guys are having a great time. Your best friend, so hammered, gets into a fucking car accident going like 120 in a Lambo. You would have like put the shit down and just be like, you know what? I should probably take it easy for a second.
But you could be sad, and it's like, damn, you don't know how to cope
That's
with
the
it.
only.
know, I
That's their
know.
only way to
Yeah,
go
to fill
with
the hole.
But those are the kind of people that
That's
I would
what
imagine
Euphoria
have
taught
good
me.
support systems. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I would imagine they have a lot of people that do care about them in their lives. Like Jackass crew aside, like the fucking his family and shit. They got
Yeah,
a big
he has
family.
a good family. Yeah, he's close with his mom and his.
Got, like,
But you don't know where they
all that.
came from.
I guess
And
so.
Bam as a person seems like he would be.
He seems
Right,
like
an annoying
he seems-
motherfucker.
He seems unstable in general.
Imagine
So
you're
the-
taking a poop and your son comes in to beat you up.
Bro, Viva La Bam, they would be asleep, and it would start off in a dark room. There's a whole band set up in their fucking bedroom while they're asleep. And he's like, they've been tired because they just got back from a flight. I'm going to fucking play some music in here. And they'll just go crazy and play
That's
like heavy
insane.
metal
Oh,
inside their parents'
I
bedroom.
would I would just throw that kid out, bro.
Bro, no.
But he bought the house.
That's true.
You can't do anything.
How did he
He'd
make
really
his money?
punch him and beat him up.
He
if you think
beat the
about
fuck
it,
out of his
dude.
dad,
He
bro.
would literally punch him.
How did he make his money before Viva La Bam and before Jackass?
I think
He didn't-
skateboarding.
Yeah, skateboarding. But
Yeah.
he didn't have that much money.
Yeah, I don't
Jackass,
think so.
he had money.
So he had some money, and then when he got into Jackass, it helped him like.
Yeah, he
I
got
think they
money.
all got famous from skateboarding, didn't they? Cause
No.
because they came from that magazine, Big Brother magazine, which I think was a skateboarding magazine.
I'm sure that like for some of them, yes, but some of them I don't think they skateboarded at
Yeah,
all.
they got they
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, like Johnny Knoxville wasn't skateboarding. He was
I know-
just
I
like-
know
Steve
Bam
he was like a
was.
clown.
Yeah, he was like a clown.
That's
Steve-O
right.
was like a clown, I think.
Johnny Knoxville might have been a skater. Bam might have
Dude,
been a skater.
Bam was a
Steve-
skater
you know
for sure.
Steve-O comes from a like ultra wealthy and like educated family.
You
Yeah.
actually
I had
told us
no-
a few
I had no
episodes.
idea
I didn't
that.
know that.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
How does this happen?
Right?
Why are you a clown?
He was
dude?
saying he had like nannies growing up and shit. Like they had money. Like his parents were like very well connected. Like his
it's like
family.
a Disney Channel show, dude.
It's fucking strange. And then
Yeah.
he ends up in fucking Jackass, is doing drugs and acting crazy.
He's probably a
Fucking-
bad kid,
Just wanted attention, bro.
I bet. Listen, man.
or he got kicked out the
His
house.
parents probably
Yeah.
didn't give it to him.
It's got to be like you know.
Yeah.
Imagine you like skateboarding. You like this this type of clothes and shit, and then they're trying to put you like in private schools or like you know you go home and like you got this mansion. I don't know. It probably fucks with like your identity.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Because
Like-
you don't feel like you deserve this or like you feel like this isn't me. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
so- Yeah.
Try to run away from it.
I like the idea of like sending my kid to private school, but all the worst kids are in private school.
Yeah.
Like the one kid I knew who went to private school, he was doing coke at like 13 and 14.
Fly.
You know what I
Oh my
mean?
God. Fly.
Fly.
Like
Why
that
not?
shit's
Hey, good for
fucking
you, bro.
crazy.
No, yeah, it's gonna teach him bad things. They put them all bro. How can you put you sending them off to college but young
Yeah, for real.
Right.
with money and like
I've never thought about it
freedom?
like that before. That's a great. That's
What
a
do you-
great.
they're
point.
private-
living
private-
together?
No, private school they don't live together. That's like board. You're thinking about boarding.
I
school.
am thinking of boarding
private
school.
school.
You're
They
right,
can come
you're
home.
right.
It's just a private district. It's private, so
I would just
not
imagine.
kids in the neighborhood can't just go to that school. You
I
have to
think
be
it's-
selected and you have to pay and shit.
That's true. Never
I-
mind. I was thinking of boarding school.
I think it's because all their parents selectively don't give a fuck about their kids.
that's what I was gonna say too. It's
So they all
probably-
just like, yo, we can all sneak out the house and just get fucked up tonight.
yeah.
That's true. Like their parents
Yeah.
are just too busy, or
Yeah.
like they can't have time to focus on the kid. So the kid just ends up. The kid has a bunch of money. Probably has a debit card at like 11, They just fucking run
Oh
around.
my god.
Imagine going to the mall, a little rich kid, go to the gallery and just
Fucking
Just have a ball.
buying whatever you want.
yeah,
Fucking,
going ice skating for fucking 600 hours. I don't care.
600
I'll
Charge
pay-
it to my card.
Yeah, right. I'll pay for all of us.
I'll pay for all of us. No, but I would imagine, yeah, like I would imagine the fact that like I'm sure a lot of their parents are busy. Like maybe like they have free houses a lot. Maybe like they, maybe you can just like rebel earlier.
Yeah.
So then you're just doing like drugs and having sex and doing stuff like that earlier. And everyone else is in the same boat as you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like, oh, fuck, like, I have this free house, but like, my girlfriend can't come over here because her parents care. It's like, no one's parents care.
She
None of
can
us-
sneak out of her house too.
Yeah, we don't care. None of us care. Just go do whatever you want.
So do you guys know how people say like, oh, like millionaires like Bill Gates, they just wear like like a slacks and like a lame little sweater vest?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I feel like if I had that much money, I'm gonna be dripping, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
come
gonna
on,
be
bro.
buying the coolest sneakers. I'm gonna be buying designer fucking t-shirts, just ridiculous shit I don't need. I'm just gonna be want to wear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to have all that shit.
And if I'm wearing like plain stuff, it's going to be the most expensive plain
That's what I
stuff
was gonna
yeah.
say.
you've
If I
ever found, bro.
I feel like I would dress the same way, just like the highest level of that.
Super high quality shirts
Yeah.
and like fabrics and shit. I'm not gonna be wearing no fucking Bill Gates fucking khakis and
Yeah.
sweatshirt.
No chance. If I was rich, like rich, dude, I would be having fun with it. Yeah, I'd be wearing all kinds of silly
Hey,
shit.
Speaking of Bill Gates, I read about why his wife left him. She came out recently and she was talking about it.
Cause he liked her, like he had like an old friend or something.
Yeah,
No.
he was having a little affair, wasn't he?
Okay, so one, he had an affair back in the day with a Microsoft employee, like 20 years ago or something.
Ah, whatever.
So he did that, and
Billy.
she forgave him.
He
whatever.
gives money to cancer foundations. He
Come
can do that.
on.
Right? So she forgave him, quote unquote. But she said it wasn't even that. She said she felt like they moved past that. She said that he had like a friendship with Jeffrey Epstein
Oh,
that made her very uncomfortable. And she said like she met Epstein once, and she said like she could feel how like evil and like scary this guy was as a person.
this is
Just
prior
for meeting
to like
him one
everything that
time.
happened.
Before everything came out.
What?
While I agree with her, a little too late.
A little too late,
A little
lady.
too late for that one.
You could have said some shit right after you met him.
That's
Very
awfully
true.
convenient.
That is very convenient. Now that all this shit happens, like, and you know what? I also knew about it too.
Right?
Yeah, that is awfully
But
convenient.
either, think about it like this: either way, she's winning because she's gonna get money in the divorce. Either
I
way.
would have divorced
If
earlier.
she divorced him 10 years ago or now, she's gonna get money either
Dude,
way.
I would have divorced his ass and went and found me a nice, sexy fucking guy.
Bro, for real.
Nice, young, sexy guy because like I'm a
fucking
billionaire now.
40-year-old white dude. or
She
something.
won because we actually know her name,
Yeah.
and she did probably nothing.
Melinda. I don't know.
Melinda
I don't-
Gates.
there you go.
Because it was always
I didn't
Bill
know.
and Melinda Gates donate to somebody else. Like, who the
And then
fuck
she
is
fucking
Melinda?
left his ass
Damn.
during COVID. Isn't that funny? Like
That just goes
COVID,
to show, though.
COVID forced you to be in the same spot with people for months on end, right? Like whether it's family or like loved ones or whatever, you're forced to live with these people for a specific amount of time. And if these people like are driving you crazy, let's say if it's like a significant other or a spouse,
Yeah.
you just really start to see the worst parts of them, and then people just fucking like split up.
Because you leave the house for like 5 hours or something. You be like, okay, I don't have to see you. But now I got to see you every minute of the day.
I bet that first like month was probably
Oh, my
rough.
God.
So
for
many
some
couples
people.
probably fighting
Oh,
and
my
like
goodness.
breaking up and fucking.
So many hours were spent in the bathroom alone so they can get
Oh
some
my
alone
God.
time.
Imagine trying to work. Imagine both of y'all are trying to work, and like it's just arguing. The place isn't big enough. Like you know what I mean?
Oh
That'd be
my
so
God.
annoying, dude.
That'd be so stressful.
Your
you
only
can
place
never
you
get
can
away from them.
You can only go to the park to get away.
Oh my god,
That's all you can do.
Imagine having to visibly bro. I don't want to do work in front of my significant other. I don't want to do actual work. Like imagine you have a meeting.
Why
and, like,
not?
there is no way I can be away from this person. She's gonna just be right there. I don't know, man.
I-
Something about that for like 2 weeks. I don't know.
I just like to. Whenever I work, I like to have my own space. Like
I do
don't-
too,
I
yeah.
don't want someone
Yeah, I
right
feel
next
you.
to me. And I don't like having a desk right next to me and someone else like. And if they are working, if they have headphones on, I don't mind. Like if they're doing their own thing.
Mm.
But like let's say if they're like playing loud ass videos on their phone or like just making a bunch
Breathing.
of noise, I can't fucking I can't work. I can't focus. You know.
Because I tend to fixate on stuff like that for some reason. I don't know why. But like,
No, I'll do like.
I'll just get
my
distracted.
God. I won't even
Yeah.
get distracted. I'll just be like, yo, why are you here?
You're clicking your heels too much. Stop.
Clicking your heels too goddamn much.
I can hit like on their phone or something, like the fucking bubble noises from the
Watching
iPhone.
TikTok videos. Just
Watching
fucking,
just another room.
I don't know if we talked about
Like a
this on
loser.
the pod before, but like, I'm a strong believer in if you're in a very strong relationship or like if you're married, you don't have to live together. I'm a very big believer, and
wait,
That's a
don't.
toughie,
If
G.
you're,
I'm
if you're-
aligning with this every day.
If you're married, don't live together. That's a tough one.
I wouldn't. Well, I don't believe in marriage, but like if
E-
I'm with
even
you
if
for
you're-
a long time, I'm just like, bro, I
Even
need
if
my
you're
own.
married?
Yeah.
You don't want to live together?
No.
Why? Like, I'm just curious.
I
Or
like
you just
being.
want your own-
I love being alone so much.
Having your own space is really nice.
And I'm not gonna be like building a fucking man cave so I can find me a waste spot. Because then she gonna be like, "What if I had a woman cave?" And I'll be like, "Bitch, I don't know."
I mean, I see what you mean because I'd
put
like
on
to
a
have
woman
my own
cave.
space. Like sometimes I just want to do my own shit and I don't want to like do what the girl's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I completely get that. But I feel like later I'd probably like, let's say if I'm married and I have like kids, I mean I probably would.
Okay, we have
want
kids.
to,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. If
live-
we have kids, yeah.
Your dad lives over there. We're together. We're not apart, but your dad lives in another apartment.
We got 2
somewhere else.
houses. It just
If
doesn't
we have
work in
kids,
one.
the kids are a good enough distraction from you. That's crazy.
Somebody
Just
else-
2 of us in one house always?
Oh my, fuck that,
Oh,
bro.
that's right.
Somebody else to kick it with.
Somebody
a
else to
kid,
kick
right?
it
Have a
with.
kid with you.
We're having a fight. The kid comes in. All right, this is easy. We're having a fight. No kid comes in. We're having a fight.
It's
Oh,
fucked up.
God.
Just
that's
keeps
brutal.
going.
See, that's why having a kid is a good solution to a failing relationship. I'm just kidding.
That is
Isn't
true.
it crazy that some people do that? Like the way they see it is my relationship is so bad right now. I
We
don't know
should
what
have
to
a
do.
baby
We
right
should have
now.
a baby. like it's
fucking
gonna make it
crazy.
any better.
We should bring another human into this relationship. That'll fix everything.
You know what would make this better? Just a crying kid. Just a
I'm about to
crying,
say,
just a
you
crying
wanna
little
make it
human that we
better?
gotta feed.
Somebody that can't talk.
We're gonna bond over this guy. We're gonna bond. Dude, imagine being woken. How do people have kids with like people they don't like? Waking up to crying at 3 a.m.
Nah,
next to someone that you already hate, and now you got this fucking kid right here too. You know what I mean? It's just,
And when I see them, I can see the despair in their eyes.
yeah,
So
They
Such
say
is life,
everything's
man.
okay.
kids seem like they're fun, dude. But like, if you've really been around a kid for like 6 hours,
Woo, get away from me.
yeah, something's gonna happen, bro. He's gonna shit. He's gonna start
just
like
I wanna
uncontrollably crying.
I want to skip to the part where they're like 18.
Yeah,
Like I want to have them.
Nah.
And then
I want to
skip
skip
to
to like
18.
4. 4's a
Yeah, I
like,
want to skip to like 5.
Because listen, they're little ass. Like at 4, like boys, they're just rough and like annoying.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, like grabbing on you and shit. And you're like, okay, bro, take it easy. Get off
All
me
the
for a second.
all the
Why
energy.
is my kid so damn
Yeah.
strong?
But like when they tucking themselves out, and like they're kind of funny. Like at that age, even when they're all annoying like that, they're still kind of funny to watch and like laugh at and shit. You know?
They're probably just interesting in general, just to observe, just to see them learning shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Just the decisions they make. And for real, if you give them an iPad, they will shut up.
They will
That's-
shut up.
yeah.
That's the solution nowadays.
And they'll know exactly what to do with that fucking
They'll
iPad.
make them real docile, dude. Just fucking give them an
Hand it to them, and that way they grow up. They're fucking socially awkward as shit. You know what I mean? They don't know how to hold a regular conversation with someone they've never met before.
just like every other American. We're doing
It's
perfect,
crazy
guys.
that we're like, I was thinking about this today. Like kids that are, what was I saying? Kids that were born when Facebook like really blew up are about to like graduate high school.
Wow.
That's crazy to me. That's like a landmark year for me. Like 2006, 2007.
My
Now,
God.
all right. So let me see. When the iPhone came out in 2007, so let's say if someone was born in 2007,
Mm-hmm.
plus now, will they be 15?
15.
Wow. Imagine you're
That's
born
wild.
and all you know is like iPhones and like
Social media.
Even
That's
like
not right.
a desktop computer to you is probably like old and clunky.
It's
Yeah, imagine
poor people
being
shit.
born right now. The worst, like the best iPhone right now is gonna be like nothing by the time you're holding a phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh
not gonna be
my God.
shit by the
You
time.
might not even be holding the phone.
That shit might be in your arm.
Bro.
They might
I-
just
I
implant that
can't-
shit at a young age because it's just easier that way. Like
I
piercing
can't
ears.
I can't conceive of that, man. I truly can't. Like, what is that going to be like when we have that new piece of technology? Because you know we just have like those revolutionary pieces of shit that come out, like things like the
Yeah.
smartphone, you know, shit like the internet. Like we haven't had something like that in a while. Like that just
Yeah.
legitimately changes the face of everything.
I wonder what. I think it'll be self-driving cars next. I think you know it's fun to talk about it, but I think we've still got some decades in between that. Like maybe a couple. But not between self-driving, but like in between the shit in your arm and like all that
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah, we got time.
hologram. Like snap your finger and a hologram comes up and like you know what I mean.
I feel like with shit
get
like
my car
that,
to pick me
they
up
won't
like that.
rush with that because that includes like your body.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be
It's-
like, okay,
Yeah.
we need to take time with that one.
And all the other parts have to be in place for that to work. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything has to be already electronic and like wireless and all that shit for like something like that to work. But slowly,
Test
I got
it
a
on
feeling,
monkeys.
Like, test it on,
Test it
little
on monkeys, man.
Fucking Elon Musk, that sick son of a bitch. Bro, like 19 of those 25 monkeys they were testing on died from like ridiculous, like disgust. Like, bro, they
Wait,
were,
what
like-
happened?
They were like ripping their own skin off and like doing crazy things.
What did they put in the monkey?
The
Neuralink.
Neuralinks.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this. This is I don't care if this is controversial or not. I don't give a fuck about those monkeys.
I give a fuck
In
about
fact,
the
let's kill more of them.
no.
This shit is for the advancement
Bro.
of human society.
I say do it on fucking humans. Do it on homeless people
you
that agree to
crazy?
it. Do it on homeless people that agree to
No,
it.
those are human
Homeless
beings, bro.
people that-
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna
You know
do?
what's crazy?
He's a fellow living and breathing and thinking human
No,
being.
But this way we know
In a-
for sure it's gonna work with a human, right?
No.
This person agrees to it, right?
You'll-
They're getting paid, they're getting compensated, and they're agreeing
The
to
thing
it.
is,
This monkey doesn't
even
deserve
even
this.
if the human agrees to it, the government will never allow
I
a
know.
company to test on human, no matter how willing the human is. The
I
government
know.
will never.
But they
allow
should
it to
be.
happen.
They should be allowed to do
In
that.
100 years, when the monkeys take over, they're gonna look back at this one moment where AB said, "Fuck that monkey."
Yeah, and
and they're gonna find your grandchildren.
and the monkeys watching right now, like, fuck this dude.
Dude,
no, but no. I
fuck
listen,
them, man.
at the end of the day, there needs to be something to test on. But that's why I say fucking humans, bro.
Nah, it has to be monkeys, dude.
I
I'm
legitimately, wholeheartedly believe we should test on humans over animals.
You're crazy. For
I'm
that.
not even joking.
Omar makes a good point.
Because if you agree to it, why not? You're getting compensated. Bro, if you're agreeing
It's like
to
Squid Games, though.
If you're
It's
agreeing
like-
to that shit, like, you
thing-
don't
alright,
have anything to lose.
so-
You are okay with
What do you
this.
mean you had to lose anything
Here's
in
a
your
counter
life?
argument. Here's a counter argument to
You
that.
might,
Okay?
you might die.
Exactly.
You might rip your own brain out.
Bro, they'll binge out on drugs or something like that. Listen, I'm not saying every person that's going to sign up for this is going to be a drug addict.
No.
I'm just saying there are people that would be willing. That's what I'm saying.
Here's my counter argument. The people who are willing, they probably don't understand what's going to be done to them.
Monkeys don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. But a human has the capability to decide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To say like, okay, if I want to do
my
this, I need to know like what it's going to do to me. But humans not going to be able. They're not going to they're not going to be able to understand. These people that are willing to do it, the kind of people they're going to get, they're not going to understand what this is going to do. to them.
Bro, all I
Sit him down and
imagine,
explain it to him.
all I imagine is the press conference where they put like a homeless guy out. He's like the first guy with the Neuralink in his head. He looks all
genius now.
fucked up,
Imagine
missing
him,
teeth and
All
shit.
my homeless brothers do it.
right? Becomes a genius. Fucking has like a nice fucking fitted suit and
Oh
shit.
my god!
Listen, man, I don't know. I can't do the testing on animals. Listen, test makeups.
Test
that
all
type
the
of
animals.
shit.
I don't give a fuck about them.
I don't know why, bro. Why? Why don't you?
I love them, but to me,
I don't love him that much.
human beings are the pinnacle of what society is. We've only come this far because of human beings. Think
Yeah.
about that.
What a monkey do?
This human experiment with our ancestors and their ancestors has brought us this far because of themselves. Do you think monkeys contributed to that? Fuck no.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they deserve to die. Babies didn't contribute to it either.
What do you
It doesn't
mean?
we should
Babies-
kill all
babies-
the babies. They're gonna
babies
grow
con-
up eventually. But
Babies
like,
they contribute to human society because they're adding to our numbers.
I guess so. I don't know.
And
I don't know.
one of
I
those
mean, listen, at
babies-
the end of the day, something needs to be experimented on. It's just, listen, I won't support it. Maybe I'll turn a blind eye, but
All right, what if you
which I guess is like the equivalent of supporting it.
what if you created?
It's just, what do you do? Because you're right. There's never any way that they're gonna let you test on animals.
Yeah.
If there, I mean, on people. If there was, I legit, bro, I would let that happen. I would fucking let it happen. If there are people,
Who do you think is really gonna be raising their
why
hand?
are you trying to save every human?
Somebody
there are lots
will
of
raise
humans
their
that
hand.
do not deserve to be saved. There's prisoners, bro. Why don't you just fucking do it on prisoners?
Oh,
that's-
my
that's-
people aren't
no.
willing.
You sound like a fucking Nazi right now, bro.
Nah,
That's
bro.
like
Sounds crazy.
I'm talking about real prisoners, bro. I'm talking about
Like a
someone.
murderer.
I'm
Like
talking
a
about
hardcore
serial
murderer.
rapists, bro.
No,
I'm
no,
talking
no.
about like someone who like molested a kid and killed him from like rape.
Okay, what if
But
it
there's
goes
a
right?
lot of people.
I know. What if it goes?
What if it goes
what if
right and they become a
What if they become
superhuman?
a super genius? They break
Not a
out
super-
and they go kill more people.
You kill them quick.
See,
you have them in a testing facility
You're-
and you kill them quick.
See, with
bro.
testing humans, you're bringing up more problems than solutions. With this,
You're not
with
gonna
your-
turn them into like I Am Legends. No way. You know
Not
what I
to
mean?
Hancocks is what you mean.
No,
turn
they're
them
not gonna be
into-
able to fly and shit, but like they're gonna be like cognitively above pretty much all of society.
Yeah.
if it works out well.
They become the smartest person on the planet.
I don't
that
want that.
also-
I don't want that kind of person becoming smart.
That doesn't mean though that they could just and like open the cell doors and just walk out. Like you're still in my custody. I'm still doing experiments with you. If anything, that's perfect because this way we know that it's working. Just keep fucking doing it.
What if they know how to manipulate you?
Exactly. They're gonna be much smarter than everyone around you.
This is not X-Men. This guy doesn't. He can't just fucking give you the runaround to escape jail. Listen, I need to be out, and eventually they're like, you know what? He's right.
He's too smart. We have to let him go.
We have to switch. We
He
have to
very
go.
well
in.
could be. Bro, think about it. If
We
you
have
have
to switch.
We have to switch. We have to go in there. He said
All right,
so.
if you have complete interconnectedness with your brain, like mainframe, and with the internet and shit, right? You could learn how to code in like 2 days. From there, you could write all kinds of shit to open up all the cell doors and everything and escape. Like,
but
these
someone would
people-
have to give you the keys to do that.
No, you couldn't.
No.
Everything's digital nowadays. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Who's gonna give you a computer?
He's
Your
smart
mind is a
enough-
computer.
His mind is a whole fucking computer itself.
No,
and
you
once
guys,
you
are
learn how to
you guys are
code,
jumping too many years in advance. This is too much.
that's what I'm saying. You're bringing up more
This is
problems
way-
than solutions.
I'm saying you never know.
Then you could say the same thing about monkeys.
How?
You can have a Mojo Jojo, bro. You can have a situation where the monkey is
Very
now
They're
true.
gonna be
genius.
like fucking like
Powerpuff
Caesar.
Girls.
And
Yes. Look what Caesar did, bro.
He killed us all and then died like God.
The humanity almost ended because of Caesar. In fact, I think humanity did end because of Caesar. Aren't they the only ones alive at the end?
Okay, I'd be more worried about a super genius who is a criminal who's murdered and raped people versus a monkey. Okay,
You'd care more about that?
I'd be more afraid of the fucking human.
Oh yes,
who's,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
exactly. That's why
I
I
would.
prefer to test on monkeys.
But like, dude, we have nukes. There's no chance you can't have someone in a cell where they are not going anywhere. It doesn't matter how strong they get or like
Wait.
how smart they
So
get.
we're going to nuke the jail.
No. I'm just saying, like, we have the things to make that we can certainly kill a person. Doesn't matter how smart or strong they are.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? We're not like not like creating like Superman. There's no
But
way.
what I'm-
It'll just be a slightly smarter person.
no, what I'm saying is they're gonna find a way to build on the intelligence that they already have that's above everybody else. So they're gonna figure out a way to escape because they're so much smarter than everybody else.
This is
They'll
the
find
basis
something.
of Jurassic World, bro. This is the basis of Jurassic World. If we're smart enough to make him that way, there's no chance he's gonna get smarter than us. That's like the AI thing. Like AI, yeah, I can make an AI because I'm a genius, and now this AI, it could be smarter than like an average person, but it's still not smarter than me. Also, it's still not like to the point where it can do, anything like to. I mean, how would this thing like
Not
ever
yet. That's
get
the
in a
point.
position to be over you?
That's
You
why
know
they're
what I
even
mean?
that's why they're even testing it because not yet, right? Like they don't have the ability to like do that yet. But eventually, AI will be able to expand, and
But I think
eventually
AI,
we'll
I'd
be
be
able
more
to
afraid of than
put
like
this
a
chip in
prisoner,
people.
like a super prisoner. A super prisoner, fucking make him. There's no bro. Get you 4 machine guns on each side of the
That's
room,
like-
bro. You're gonna take this guy out.
That's
You're
like-
gonna murder the guy. There's no chance. He's not, bro. This is
my God.
this is not the Flash.
You're
He's not gonna
crazy.
dodge this shit. Look, all I'm saying is there are evil people who shouldn't even be alive. I think. Listen,
Valid.
human testing
That's
aside, I think we need to start using the death penalty way more often. I think we need to start killing more fucking people. I'm not even kidding.
I just don't think
There's
that-
too many damn people, and a lot of them are bad. Well, not a lot of them, but there's a big percentage that are bad.
I
And
don't
I'm not
think they
saying
should
like
be benefited with like the first testing of like a Neuralink or something like that though.
Yeah, no.
test other shit on them. All right, fine. Test Neuralinks on the monkeys, but test all the other
Exactly.
shit on the prisoners.
like the makeup and shit.
The makeup,
Put
test
all
the
makeup on
prisoners?
the medicines, bro.
Just seeing a prisoner with a fucking
look beautiful.
a nice beat face with fucking lashes and shit.
Spin them around. How do you feel? Oh my god. No, but like test that shit. Test the medicines. Test fucking whatever
no,
the
test
hell
the medicines
else.
on the people.
Test like
If you can.
Test fucking like robotic arms on the people. I don't give a shit. Do all the crazy Nazi stuff, but with these prisoners, because it's torture and we're advancing, bro. They don't deserve to live. We should certainly be using them and not feeding them and keeping them in a hotel in a shitty concrete hotel. We shouldn't be keeping them there.
The problem is that the system
my
is set up to where
God.
people make money off of them being in a concrete hotel.
I know.
Yeah, that as
They
well.
get that funding. They pretend
Yeah.
that it's all for the.
But more
prisoners,
money
but
would be
it's not.
made if they get tested on.
That's true too.
That's
but then
true.
that's like
Yeah.
violations of human rights shit. That's
Nah,
like
they don't give a fuck about no human rights in jail.
There's just too many
It's
people.
prison.
I mean,
too many people that should not be
technically
allowed.
right. It's like a place for them to live. Whereas, like, if
Man.
you're just fucking testing them and doing all this crazy shit to their bodies, that's a little sketchy.
What
I'm
if they
not saying
sign
I'm
up for it?
against that all the way, but it is a violation of basic human rights if you're fucking forcing someone to take all these crazy ass drugs.
What if they give consent though?
I mean, how are they gonna? What if they all just say no?
They won't, because they win nothing.
Why would
get
they?
nothing
What
from
would
it.
be their incentive to say yes?
The reason why I was saying homeless people is because you could pay them. So like at the end of this, bro,
If they make it out
there
alive.
have got to be
that already happens though. For like
Yeah.
university studies, homeless people can like volunteer and like
for like medicines. And
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
that already happens and they get paid and stuff.
But I'm talking
you
about the
know?
Nazi stuff.
You know how many homeless people give plasma every week? Fucking billions.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of.
It's a
homeless
lot of them.
Wait,
I was
wait,
there.
Wait, they can't do that, can they?
Yeah.
Because don't you have to be clean of some? Like,
No.
They
Really?
they test your blood.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you're just a clean homeless guy, all right,
Yeah.
hold on.
If you have
There's clean homeless
What-
people.
what-
What,
the likelihood-
what are you doing homeless?
the
if you're
likelihood,
clean, bro?
yeah, the likelihood that you have
They just
clean
might
blood.
not have money.
What are you doing on the streets if you're not addicted to some drugs? If you're not addicted to drugs, then what are you doing out there, bro?
Hey,
might
man.
be. They might have hard times.
Sometimes people
How?
fall on hard times.
How?
Let's say
What are the hard times? Tell,
All right,
tell me what are the hard
I'm gonna
times
tell you hard
to someone
times.
who is stone cold sober.
let me tell you hard times right now, okay? I'm gonna put some hypothetical tomorrow, right? Let's say everybody in your family is dead, right? Hypotheticals,
Oh my god.
right? You're a homeless person. You have no one. You're like, okay, where do I live? You don't have a mortgage, right? You don't have a house. Maybe you can afford a small apartment. And then let's say you figure out in a week you start coughing up blood. You figure out you have lung cancer.
Oh, God.
Okay, you have to get treatments. Thankfully, you survive, right? But you have $500,000 in debt.
No, you're
And you
homeless,
don't really
yeah.
have a job to pay it. right?
File for bankruptcy.
Where do you live?
Hit those streets.
Yeah, exactly. And you're
Hit
sober.
those streets and
them
find you a good
streets.
box.
And then when you're sober and you're on the streets, what's the only pleasure on the streets? Drugs.
Yeah.
So then they get into drugs.
no, if you're homeless and you're doing drugs, I get it. If you're homeless and not doing drugs, then I don't. But no, yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, there are hypotheticals, of course. Like, yeah, tomorrow I could have found out I had cancer. I just got done battling it for 5 years, and now I'm like ridiculously in debt or something like that. But for the most part,
You better be doing something.
We need to be testing, bro. We need to be testing on these prisoners and on some of these volunteering homeless people.
It's just a tough question.
And not
'cause it's
everything is Neuralink. A lot of things are just simple things. A lot of things are like test these contacts out. A lot of things aren't like we're gonna drill and like put something in your head. In fact, most things aren't that. Almost everything is not that.
99% of things are not that.
Yeah, so like I feel like we should do that more often. I feel like why do we test on animals so much? Test on people.
Because it's just easy.
And it would
It's
probably
easy.
give us
And-
results faster.
And what are the animals going to say when you test on them? They're not going to be
terrible.
like, oh my God, you're hurting me. You know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be any, like, there's not going to be lawsuits. You think a monkey's going to sue them? Come on now.
And you don't have to pay them.
class action lawsuit.
Yeah, the most it'll do is drop a little stink in the media. Oh my God, he killed 19 monkeys. Meanwhile, people are wearing fucking T-shirts made by slaves.
I just
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I mean, yeah, there's evil
Everything,
shit going
all our
on.
phones are
Do you
made
know
by slaves.
how much death goes into your iPhone, bro? the
Lots,
fucking
lots.
metals, the precious metals they use to
The
get from
shirt
this shit.
I'm wearing, bro. There's these pants I'm
Everything,
wearing. All
dude.
of this.
So like, it all goes back to some kind of form of suffering.
It's just hard
Yeah.
though because when you look at it like that, how do you care about anything? Because there's so
It's hard to.
There's so much to care about that there's always going to be something that beats it out. Like I can only imagine the worst of the worst that's happening in the world right now. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if someone was to set up some sort of formula, what is the worst thing happening in the world right now?
a doomsday machine. Someone out there is developing a doomsday machine.
Yeah.
Oh my
And they want to set it off.
They've got babies killing other babies in this country, in this fucking weird village. No, but like if you look at it like that, then how do you care about anything? Because there's always going to be something worse. Like
It's you.
I guess it's all relative. I don't know.
You end up only caring about what's relevant to you.
Yeah.
And that's maybe not the best and smartest and most moral thing to do, but I can only control what I can control, bro. I can't
Yeah.
control how my iPhone is made, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can only control the small things in my life. Like I can, if I want to, I can choose to like buy organic or some shit like that, or like I can choose to recycle. That's really all I could do. I don't have too much I can fucking do.
Yeah,
I don't
they
have
say
money.
vote,
Like,
but it's like it doesn't matter who I vote for.
They're
They're not going
all-
to stop this.
yeah,
like
they're
this
all
is just going to
shitty.
keep going pretty much forever.
exactly, and like you can only have an impact if you have like the resources to do so. Like someone like Bill Gates, right? Say what you want about him, but he's trying to make the world a bit of a better place. I know he's fucked up in some cases, but he's trying.
Just talking about Epstein and shit. Yeah, but at
Right.
least he's donating a shit ton.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Fucking-
prevent like malaria in places like Africa, like helping the people with things that are easy fixes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people who most need it, right? Which is like, okay, that's something I could get down with.
Extremely respectable. Extremely respectable. It's crazy how there's not more people doing that. There's probably a lot of people doing that, but like it's crazy. Like at the top of the top, it seems like they're not doing anything like that.
I don't even know how money works at that point. Like when you get to billions of dollars, I don't even know how you I can give this much away and just have all this.
You don't have it all in your hand, but
I know you don't have it all in your hand, but you
man,
have it
got
all
a
in
lot.
assets or something.
You got a shit ton though.
Yeah.
It's easy to tap into it. Like,
Investments
Yeah.
aside, you can still get a little bit of money.
If I want to buy a crib right now, I could buy a crib.
Bro, with $5 billion, I could fix some countries up.
I'm
you know what I
about to say,
mean?
I feel like people who have that much though, they're probably have hella like anxiety and shit. Minus someone like Bill Gates, right?
Yeah.
But like someone who has like billions, they probably have anxiety over like, okay, like I had this much in my businesses, like all this is like everything's riding on this shit. You know what I mean? Like they have so much like attached to what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
You
a lot
know?
of pressure and all this
Exactly. Like that shit is that. Why do you think Jeff Bezos quit? He was like, man, fuck that. I just want to go fucking party and go on my yacht and shit. Like I don't want to have to worry about running Amazon. Fuck
shit.
that.
Ride this
real.
little fucking surfboard around.
I want to surf on my
motorized
head.
Surfboard.
I want to make an island that looks like my head.
I do some silly shit.
He
with
said,
that
he
much
said,
money.
fuck that Elon shit. I don't want to go do any science or stupid
Ah,
bullshit.
bro, I feel him.
I'll ride in
I'm
my
not gonna lie,
dick-shaped
bro.
rocket and fucking have a
Jeff
good time.
Bezos
Right
is
on this dick
Jeff
shaped
is like
rocket.
the one that I feel like he resembles me the most.
Oh, 100%.
I cannot relate to Elon at all. I can relate to Jeff Bezos
Can you?
because I can.
How?
He divorced his wife. He got a younger one that looked better. He quit his job that he started.
Got a little swole.
Got a little swole. Now he
Yeah.
talks
got
crazy.
jacked up.
That's
He be on the Zans.
fucking crazy person. Yeah, it's fucking maniac.
He wears a little cowboy hat.
He wears a little
I
cowboy.
feel
He was
him.
Wearing
came
a
back from
cowboy hat.
space wearing a cowboy
A
hat.
cowboy hat and a spacesuit.
Bro, I feel him,
Control,
bro.
bro.
That's the second most rich man in the world.
I don't even think he's not from
Crazy.
Texas, is he?
No,
No, I don't even
From,
know
like,
where the fuck he's
California, is he
from.
not?
I think so.
That's crazy.
He's probably from like fucking Wisconsin or some shit.
Yeah, probably some random ass.
I
place.
fuck with Jeff Bezos, man. Piece of shit, but I fuck with him.
I feel like at that point, to be able to even get up to that level, you probably did some shady shit.
Oh, hell
right?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say they're flat out a fucking horrible person. They've had someone murdered or something like that. But they've probably done some shady shit.
Yeah, they've
like,
done some bad
did,
business
bad
deals.
business deals. Fuck someone over to be able to get to the point where you're there.
For
you know?
sure.
That's
Yeah, a
the
lot of
way
those huge companies, that's what they got to do. Fucking take out the competition.
He's
put
from
people
New
in
Mexico.
front of 'em. He's from New
He's from
Mexico?
Mexico?
His middle name is Preston.
Oh, get
Preston.
the fuck out of here. Jeffrey Preston
I mean,
Bezos?
Yeah, bro,
just
that's
look
a
at,
crazy
This is the
name.
worst thing I've
Look
ever
at
heard.
fucking how Facebook started. He basically low key kind of stole the idea from those dudes who hired him to make their website. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not what the movie said.
Right?
Andrew Garfield was pretty pissed about it. Oh, is he? Yeah, it's a good
That's a
scene.
great movie.
But
It's
you
a
know,
great scene.
that happened in real life too. That Andrew Garfield thing. So he had a business partner. Like imagine if we all started a business tomorrow and we're like, okay, we're gonna split the equity, the ownership in it in thirds.
Yeah.
The South
And-
American dude, right? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
So
Yeah.
then they get an investment, like a private equity investment, and they're like, okay, we're gonna restructure the shares, and then we restructure it to where I get 50%, Gio gets 49, and you get like Gio gets 49.9, and you get
Point one.
0.01.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when
that's
they
what-
were reading it to him, like in the fucking scene,
Yep.
which
That's-
I would imagine is kind of how it went in real life.
Bro, the audio
Sure.
just fades out. He's just staring at him.
Yeah.
Read his contract. I was like, damn.
And
that's
they were
fucked.
like, what is your like new like shareholding or whatever? And he's like 0.0001 or something like
it's like,
that.
oh, what? That's
Bro.
heartbreaking, bro.
That's
that
so
dude,
spiteful.
though, he got in real good because
He
all
got
he did was
paid.
front
He got-
money. He
he
didn't do
got
shit.
paid.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he had a very small hand in what they were doing, but it was mostly just fronting money for them.
Exactly. He was just the financial face of it, and like he didn't really do. He didn't do too much like of the coding, and he didn't do anything like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That was all Zuckerberg and like two other dudes. You
Still,
know?
he deserves it because like the guy
helped-
fronted the money.
I'm about to. He's
Yeah.
damn
Without
near the
that, that
most.
would've never
He's
happened.
damn near the most deserving.
Yeah,
Of the
High-key.
money.
low key. Yeah, yeah.
He
It's
funded
his
that, he
shit.
funded them for like the first like 2 years or first
Yeah.
years.
Bro, I think when they moved out to LA, he like paid for the house.
I think so. I
Bro,
wouldn't be mistaken.
run me
Why
the
they
whole
owe this
Facebook.
poor guy, bro.
Give me all the Facebook.
That's
What's wrong with
well, that's why
them?
the guy fucking sued him, and the guy got paid like hundreds of millions. I mean, the guy
Yeah.
got fucking paid, bro.
Yeah, he's a
and I think he has shares now.
Yeah, he still probably
They gave him
has
shares back, and he has his name on the masthead.
Yeah.
So what? I could
guy?
fuck a bitch. I could fuck
What
any
what,
bitch.
Yo,
I
Heike,
know.
what a shitty friend Zuckerberg is to do that to someone though.
Absolutely,
To fucking cut your
dude.
buddy out for like no good reason. Like the guy didn't even do anything to be cut out. It was just like the guy
It was just
wasn't.
spite.
He wasn't as active in the business as Zuckerberg, and the way Zuckerberg saw it was like, man, fuck him. Like he only gave us this much money to start with. Like that's just weird. A weird thing to do if you like cut out your friend like that.
Wasn't
you
it Zuckerberg and the Napster guy?
Sean Parker?
Yeah,
Sean
It
Parker
was them
probably.
two.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah,
Justin Timberlake. Yeah,
Fucking,
I heard he was also kind of blowing some money and like giving them a bad face. But
Oh, yeah.
regardless, but
Yeah.
like getting caught up in the paparazzi and shit like that.
They said he
Doing, like
fucked a-
drunken shit. and stuff
Well,
like
he
that.
didn't fuck an underage girl. He had in a relationship with an underage girl.
That's the equivalent of fucking an underage girl.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
You're not gonna have a relationship with an underage girl and just like I'll wait. You know, like
yeah, bro.
you wouldn't be doing all this if that was.
You're already in asshole territory. You're
Yeah.
going all the way.
Yeah, I'm not giving you any benefit of the doubts.
That's how they ended the movie. He's fucking scratching his nose with coke residue off of it. That's how they ended it.
That's true. I completely forgot about that.
The Eduardo guy?
No,
Sean
Sean Parker.
Oh, who's that? That's
JT.
JT.
Yeah.
JT.
Oh, JT is the one who dated the underage girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, JT.
Hey, but shout out because of Sean Parker, we have shit like fucking Spotify and all that now. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck Spotify.
He invested in that too.
No, because of
led
him,
the way.
Because of him, we had ideas like that and like iTunes pop up. Like it became easier to buy and get music that way instead of having to buy physical CDs and records and shit.
Shout out to Spotify.
Which just lowered the value of music. But that's another debate for
music
another
wasn't made
day.
for the money anyways, bro. It's for the art.
Fuck
yeah,
that.
I want access to all of it, bro. I don't
Give
wanna
me
have to-
all the money.
I don't want to go buy CDs and shit.
I don't want to
that.
fucking.
mind it.
I mean, I like supporting the artist, but dude, I don't have that much money to buy all those CDs. Gio.
That's what you think now, but back then when it was only CDs, you was like, okay.
I
bucket
just wouldn't have bought
CD.
it.
It just
You,
becomes more.
well, you would have
painful.
bought what you wanted.
I would have bootlegged.
Not in the 90s.
I think there were ways to do it back then.
You
Recording
would have
shit
bought a
off
shitty
tape,
CD.
recording shit off a tape, and then fucking having it like as your own shit. Like
That's if it was on the radio.
I
Yeah.
saw my cousins burn CDs. That shit does not look hard.
It's- That was back then.
and the quality would come out.
That was like
pretty
in
much the exact
2000.
same.
That was in like 2004.
Mm.
I'm
you
talking about the 90s.
Oh, I don't know how you did that in the 90s.
You just wait for a crackhead to drop his CDs or something. I don't know. Just pick it up off
How'd
the
you make
floor.
these? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't even know. How would they do it back then?
I don't know.
Same shit?
They make money from touring though, man. They're fine. You think Drake is really out here struggling?
Yes. I'm playing.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Drake had a wait. This is a great topic though. Drake said that he should own because the way that streaming is set up is like it's like if who you listen to gets a certain amount of money from like the amount that you pay every month. And
Yes.
Drake said, "Fuck that! I should get a certain percentage out of everybody's shit because I'm Drake." And I was like, I kind of agree.
So Drake has the sway to do that, but not all artists do. So that's
No.
when it gets a slippery. That's when it gets a slippery slope. Because if you say yes to Drake, then it's like, okay, what if Metallica comes like, hey, we want a piece too? What if like
Maybe-
what if you have different? Then what's Spotify gonna do? Just give all of their fucking revenue to the artist? You can't.
or if you're Drake, you say, "All right, I'm gonna take my shit off," and then now
Maybe
True.
like top 10 artists. Like,
But who really has
globally?
who really has the leverage here? That's the hard part to see because Drake has
Drake.
has a lot of leverage, but at the same time, does he really?
Drake
He
can't
does.
just pull out of Spotify. He's got to have contracts and shit like that. He can't.
No, you can pull out Spotify.
He can. So right tomorrow, if Drake just decided to boycott Spotify, 'cause he's
It
not
would
happy.
be a very long discussion
But
with
he
his
could,
label.
technically.
But he could. It wouldn't be just Drake though. It would have to go through the label.
And so the whole label would have to pull out. But
Yeah.
then that means that the label would have to agree with Drake,
Yeah, in which they wouldn't.
which they wouldn't. Yeah,
They
and Drake
wouldn't.
he only has so much leverage against
Dude,
his
look-
own
Look
label.
at
You know what I
fucking,
mean?
Willie Nelson. How
Yeah.
he pulled out. He was like, "Fuck Joe Rogan. I don't want to be on it," and they took his shit off.
Or Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg just took all the Death Row shit off.
Oh, he did. Why? Is he trying to like, sell
he's
it?
turning it into like an NFT label.
Wow,
What?
Yeah.
So
So,
he took
all
all-
Death Row shit is gone.
son of a bitch, Snoop.
All the
What?
Chronic is gone.
No,
Doggy Style is
Chronic,
gone.
No
the Chronic
way.
wasn't Death Row. That's when Dr. Dre left him.
No, the first Chronic is Death Row.
Oh shit! It is.
Mhm.
What the?
Tupac
fuck?
is still there.
Bastards.
Tupac is still because it was a weird contract, but everything else is gone. Doggy Style is gone. I was
Man.
crying.
Wow.
Fuck him for doing that. I get why he's doing it, but like, I want access to your music. And if I don't have it, I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to you.
Snoop
I'll
Dogg
tell you
needs
that
to
right
stop
now.
making money, bro. It's all that guy does.
Is
Every
make money.
day of the week, that guy is doing another thing. He's doing something.
Bro, he's on to it, bro.
I feel like getting old for rappers is such a more difficult thing than like rock stars, because rappers like they have this idea of like who they are and they live such like a fast life, and then when they get to a certain point, it's like how do you
pivot?
pivot? Someone like Jay-Z has done it great,
Yeah.
but like imagine someone like
A lot of rappers like
Rick Ross or like the ones who started getting up there in age.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And-
weird.
It's like people don't want to really hear from you anymore, and like you're over here trying to do young guy shit, like go clubbing and shit, and you're just like fucking 50-year-old guy with a gut, and people are like, I don't want to listen to you,
All the
bro.
pairs, yeah.
I would love to be like Snoop Dogg and like Jay.
Snoop Dogg's doing it right
Snoop
too.
Dogg's just hanging out.
He's just hanging out, but he's getting paid off of just hanging out.
They got him on everything nowadays.
My man's
man.
is cool with Martha
He's
Stewart.
got a good attitude, so you want to get him up there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's got a funny look.
He's got a funny look.
He's tall,
huge,
skinny dude.
fucking tall as
You know
hell.
he's high all the time.
Yeah.
So, he's just talking like this. You know what I mean? It's just very, very like easy to digest.
He's gonna
You're
rock.
like, yeah, I fuck with Snoop
He's not
Dogg.
gonna rock the boat. He's not gonna say or do anything too crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not gonna fucking, say anything that's gonna make the network be like, oh my god, we can never have Tupac on again. Not Tupac.
Snoop
I mean
Dogg is
Snoop Dogg.
Tupac.
Tupac is dead, unfortunately.
Tupac is dead.
As far as we know. Imagine if he lived though.
He's
If
out in
Tupac was
Cuba right now.
alive?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who
Out
would
with the
care?
communists.
Right? Like, no, I'm pretty sure he's dead. But like, imagine if he,
You know what they used to say?
imagine if he lived. Like, imagine if he was still alive. I don't mean like if he like faked his death. Imagine if he just never died.
That'd be a huge change, I think. Him and
That'd be
Biggie,
disappointing.
Like either or. It'd be like a huge. I feel like it'd be a huge effect on hip hop.
That would be so disappointing.
I feel like when we see
Would
the
they were
artists that
alive?
we ended up
I mean,
getting,
I'd be so sad. I'd be mad if they were alive.
I feel like if Biggie was alive and just fat as hell right now. Just
Yeah,
an old fat dude.
What if he just sells out like Biggie sucks now, like Busta Rhymes or Flow Rider?
Bro, I
You know
think
what
that
mean?
all the
What
time,
if that
bro.
was Biggie now, though?
People always say like Biggie and Tupac are like top 5, but I'm like, bro, if you let them stay, like if they stayed alive and rapped for 10 more years, bro, we would not say that.
They would have fell off a little bit.
Something
they were
would have
young and full of
happened.
energy.
Something would have happened. Bro.
Tupac, I'll say this, I don't like it, but Biggie was a very good artist.
I love
Biggie was.
I like both.
Listen, I like
both.
Tupac, but it's just type of music that I can't listen to myself. I won't.
It's very
listen to-
dated.
Yeah, very dated. Very. It's just not my type of like. It's like
Some
almost
of
like
them-
singy hip hop.
Some of them beats was bad.
And just the message sometimes. I'm not a happy message guy. Sometimes.
I'm
not a
You know what I
happy
mean?
man.
That's why
Yeah.
sometimes I can't do J. Cole. That's why I can't do because I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about the struggles of the world because I know them, and I don't need to hear them in a rap song.
So what do you want to hear him rap about then?
Just fun stuff.
Shoes and money.
Yeah.
Just
like
fun
like Mac
stuff.
Miller stuff, like fun stuff. Like it's not even just shoes and sex and stuff. It's like silly shit. It's just
Mac
stuff.
Miller was fun at first, but then when he started getting into like
Yeah.
drugs, he got really like he started rapping about some.
That's
dark
my favorite
shit.
Mac shit though.
Yeah, he did. But he
That was. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying
Yeah,
like
that
that's
was-
when he started
it's
training.
still, like Action Bronson. That's like fun rap.
I don't
Yeah,
even know what
that's
the
like
fuck he be talking about.
Just who knows, bro?
He just
Food
be
and
oogly
cars.
boogly boo. That's all
Yeah.
I imagine sometimes.
I got in the fucking Corvette and then I fucking I don't know. It's just
he just says
eats
Rick Pitino a lot.
some like outrageous food or something. Some
Stromboli.
outrageous like dressing that you gotta like Google. Be like, what is that? He's like, oh, it's a fucking dressing that they use on salads. That's what it is.
That's funny, man. That's a good note to end on, boys.
Oh my god.
Shout out Action Bronson.
Shout out
out
Action
Action,
Bronson,
man.
man.
All right.
Congrats on the weight loss. Thanks, guys.
Congrats on those.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys.